Yesterday was my son's birthday and we had an amazing time. My eldest turned 12. And it was funny because I'm going to share this story with you because it has to do with my 10-minute writing method. And I did it on the spot and I'm like, wait a second, I need to record this right away because I want to share this method with you so that creating a book idea and writing your outline is no longer a headache, but rather a no-brainer. And you can do this in seconds with the moments that you have every day. So let me share this with you. Because it was my son's birthday yesterday, we celebrated by going out. We went to the movies. And then what's funny is that every time my kids wake up on their birthday, I make sure I decorate and then I have gifts for them on the dining room table. I put the gifts on top. And this time there was one specific gift that we couldn't get for the past couple of weeks. It's the Nintendo Switch 2 because a lot of places like Target and Best Buy, they didn't have it in inventory. There's a lot of demand for this Nintendo Switch 2. So my husband started making phone calls. He has a lot of, connections, and he found someone that sells the consoles and had a few left in the inventory. My son opened his gifts in the morning, right? But then we had planned, instead of buying it a day before, going to this person and to their business and going to buy it a day before, we're like, you know what? Let's give it to him like right after we get it. So this is what happened. We got ready. We went to watch the Superman movie, which is a 10 out of 10. And we actually loved it. And then after that, we made sure we were on our way to pick up the console. My son had no idea. So then we arrive at the place, we park the car, and then my husband and I go inside. And we asked for buy the console. Oh, what happened? Something happened. Oh my God, my computer's about to die. So we went inside, we saw the console, we paid for it, and we asked for a box. And they gave us a regular USPS box. I think it's a USPS. Yeah. And then, so we just put one piece of tape and we're like, okay, we're going to call it a day. We got into the car, but we did not tell him what was in the box. We were on our way to go have a quick lunch. And before we even had lunch, we had the idea, okay, we're going to go sit down. We're going to go make sure we are seated first. And then my husband went out to the car and grabbed the box and brought it in. When my husband came in with a box, my son didn't even notice that my husband was carrying a box because I think we were ordering drinks. And then my husband just starts talking to my son, letting him know, look, I have to tell you something. We got to sit down and we got to talk about this. My son was getting a little nervous. He thought he was in trouble. So here we are. And my husband tells my son, I moved heaven and earth. And because I love you, we got this for you. So he hands him the box. And when he opens the box, he could not believe it. And his reaction was so overwhelming that, I got teary-eyed. He came, my son hugged me. He hugged my husband. And my husband got teary-eyed. And it was just a very emotional moment. At that specific time, I just watched them and it's like time stopped. And my brain goes and does the Maritza thing. And because I've been a ghostwriter for so many years, I automatically find book ideas from everything, including these special moments. And the idea that came to my mind when I saw them embrace one another and how they were hugging each other, and my son kept hugging my husband, it just came to my mind. Fatherhood. There's a lot of brokenness when it comes to the father and child relationship. Many kids that I know of come from broken homes. I came from a broken home. My husband came from a broken home. And just thinking about how powerful a fatherhood book can be, automatically, what I did while they were having their moment, I pulled out my phone and I just started writing. I'm going to share with you exactly what I wrote. And This is what I wrote. How to be a righteous father, love as God loves, and raise confident and secure children. I'm like, okay, this could be a title and subtitle, right? Then I wrote the following. What does God say about fatherhood? How to model the righteousness of God. How to pray for your children. How to parent strong-willed children. What's the one important thing you must do? And then I put on parentheses, model what you want to see in your children. And then the next one was the number one habit to adopt, which is reading the Bible. Not only reading the Bible, but reading the Bible with your kids. How to discipline with love, how to respond in moments of anger, the importance of saying I'm sorry, how to parent from a place of peace. Why am I sharing with you guys this little mini outline that I came up with on the spot? Is because you can do the same thing. And the only thing I did to come up with this outline is one thing. I thought about the pain points in the relationship. I'm going to teach you how you can do this with anything. It could be in motherhood. It can be as a parent, as a single mom. You can do this with any situation, any moments. If we look closely, we will find book ideas in everyday moments. Micro moments. The number one thing that I did was I thought about what are the struggles that my husband, my son's father has had with my son, their father-son relationship. What have been the problems that we have faced, the struggles, the power struggles. So in doing that, and I just literally in a matter of seconds, I started thinking about all the issues that have come up in what I have seen in their relationship. And that's all I did. I thought about the pain points and I started creating a mini outline of possible chapter ideas based on the pain points. Let me give you an example on how you can do this if you are a mom to a toddler. In my case, I have a 3-year-old. My 3-year-old doesn't want to potty train, doesn't want to be potty trained, doesn't want to look at the toilet, we're having a difficult time. And this has never happened to me. I have 3 children. My eldest, which is now 12, he didn't give me a hard time. It took him some time, a couple weeks, but he got there. My daughter learned how to potty train in like 3 days. It was simple. She was easy. My 3-year-old now is giving me a headache. So now what can you do if you're going through the same things? You track your journey. You start thinking, okay, how to approach the potty training process with an unwilling child. And then you start thinking about all the pain points. The same goes with any situation. If you are struggling in your marriage in a specific area, let's say you're struggling in your marriage because your husband tends to be a little bit narcissistic, then you write about that. You just put the words married to a narcissist or something like that. Create a quick subtitle. Don't think about it too long. If you have to, set a timer. Then you're going to start writing down the pain points that you have. How to deal with a husband who lacks empathy. How to respond to gaslighting. And then you start going through all the things that you have gone through, the pain points, guys, pain points. Why am I talking about pain points? Because when someone picks up any book, I don't have a book around me, but I was going to pick up a book. Anywho, when someone picks up a book and you buy a book, it's happened to me. I buy it because I need a solution, whether it's in marketing, whether it's in how to write better, whether it's books are a manual filled with solutions. And that's what people want to buy. People don't want to know. It's sad to say, people don't want to know specifically about your story, about your journey, just because they just want to know. No, they're looking for answers. People are searching for solutions that can help ease their pain, that can help relieve their pain, that can help heal them. But in you sharing your experiences and your journey, your reader will see themselves and say, wait, if she went through it or he, then I can overcome this too. The next time, it's very simple. You can time yourself and do this in 10 minutes and you will be surprised at how fast you can come up with a book title, subtitle, and mini outline. Of course, it probably will take you some time to do it as fast as, maybe 5-10 minutes. Maybe it'll take you a little longer, but in practicing, I promise you, you will be surprised that there are book ideas at every corner. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. Go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. God bless.